Yes, it's Friday, and you know what that means? Yep, you're here for episode 9 of What You Need When You Need It with me, Lydia. I want to give a quick shout out to Love All Music and Lulu Eckhart for leaving my podcast a review on the iTunes store. I really appreciate it, and thank you for listening. It's so crazy that this marks almost 4 months since the beginning of this series, and I'm so glad that you're listening. This week, I have a great conversation with yet another incredible human being. Jamela Mohamed is a student, a spoken word artist, and a member of the Peace Corp of the United States. This is one of my longer episodes, but I promise it's so worth it. So, let's just get to it. Basically, tell the audience or the listeners a little bit about what you do. You're going to school, and you have your own YouTube channel. So just tell them a little bit about yourself and your name.
Oh, basically my elevator speech?
Yeah.
Alright, guys. My name is Jamela Mohamed. I'm 22 years old. I go to the University of Washington. You know, I'm a husky.
Boo.
She's a hater while she's wearing her cougar sweats.
Cougs are where it's at.
She had the nerve to wear those pants, knowing that she's going to do a podcast with a husky.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I did.
So, basically, I was raised in Washington State. I'm Somali, though. I have a Somali heritage. My mom came here in the 90s, escaping the Civil War. And yeah, and then she moved down here in 95. And so I'm a Washingtonian, hence my accent.
The best state.
Oh, it's so exciting too. Isn't this state wonderful?
It is, it's nice. There's a lot of things to do, and there's a lot of outdoorsy things to do.
A lot of outdoorsy things here.
Yeah.
A lot of fun things. You know, the weather's not so hot right now.
Or ever. That is the truth.
That's hella funny. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I am a spoken word artist. I also am going to Ethiopia in June.
Yeah.
So I am starting my Peace Corp volunteering. That's the word.
Volunteering, your service.
In June, I'm leaving for 2.5 years. I'm headed to Ethiopia. I'm really excited about the opportunity, but I do have some obstacles in my way. One of those things is graduating. I have statistics this quarter, which is...
goodness.
Right?
I failed that twice.
You're just like me. I'm taking it for the 3rd time.
Yeah, and then I passed the 3rd time. Okay, I got a D and then a D minus. I got worse the 2nd time. And then I finally got, I think it was the teacher though, because when I got a new teacher for that class, I ended up with a B plus in that class. So I was like, it has to be you, it can't be me. Yeah.
Blame the teacher. My second case, I can't really blame the teacher. He tried his best to help me out. Shout out to that professor. You know I'm talking about you, and you fine as hell, by the way. You know, I could say that. I'm 22.
It makes learning so much better when they're cute.
But it makes it so much worse when you fail the class. And they worked so hard to help you.
And they give you that disappointed look at the end of it. Like, you walk into their office and they just have that look on their face, like, I expected better from you. That's the worst.
Yo, I actually ended up seeing, my best friend ended up having him for a teacher. And I ended up seeing him. He gave me that look you just described.
Yep.
Just like
it's like you almost just you want to look down and look up. But no, I had a few of those. I actually had one professor who made me cry because he was just like, I walked into his office. He was my computer science teacher, and I sat down and I was like, okay, I just failed one exam. I don't think I'm gonna do better on the second one. And he sat me down and he's like, Lydia, you're such a smart person. I know that you can get through this class and actually learn the material. And by the end of the conversation, I had tears in my eyes. I was like, oh man, this person really believes in me. But that was a mess. He was a good teacher.
It's the worst part.
Yeah.
Where it's like you fuck up in the class where the teacher actually cares about you.
That's the worst, yeah. When they're mean to you, it's kind of easier. You're like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't like you anyway.
That you blame them.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's when it's okay to be like, that's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
But I did the best that I've ever done. Fall quarter this year.
Yeah.
2016, I should say. Happy New Year, you guys. And for the first time in my life, in my college years, I felt like I worked hard enough. You know? And it's just like sometimes, you know, like when you're not working hard enough.
Yeah.
And you blame other things when you should be truly blaming yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I realized.
Do you think it gets easier the older you get? Like, you understand yourself better and how you learn?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you studying?
I'm studying sociology, but I'll be teaching English in Ethiopia. So my goal is to be an immigration lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be a lawyer because
that's a good field. My cousin's a lawyer in Kenya.
What?
Yeah, she's a lawyer and a chef, which is crazy.
See, that's my thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be just the lawyer. I want to be that lawyer that's like the entrepreneur.
Yep.
I love my beauty channel. Follow my YouTube channel, you guys, Mila Beauty. You'll learn a lot about beauty tips. You learn a lot about hair tips and maintaining the skin using organic products. Mm-hmm. And I make organic treatments for the hair.
Like your mom?
Yep.
She's dope. I like her.
I use all her oils. I didn't buy these oils myself. You know how expensive these oils are? Yeah. She has oils I've never heard of, like, and they're so beneficial for the body.
They are. They are. I'm still stuck on the thing, how I used to say jojoba oil. I used to say jojoba.
Jojoba.
Yeah, and then you said it in the card. I was like, oh, that's how that's said. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. But that stuff is really good.
Oh, my. Jojoba oil.
Jojoba oil. Yeah. So, what made you decide to do the Peace Corp?
You know, it's actually been a dream that I've had since high school.
Yeah.
Something that I want to get out of my environment and teach others who may or may have had the same background as I have, mm-hmm. and who are willing to grow with me. And I know that teaching English is going to help me, like, become... I was going somewhere there.
Yeah, you're good. So become more... I wanted to do it too, actually. And I started the application. And so, yeah, she applied, she got accepted, but then last minute they couldn't place her. Yeah, so she ended up going to Minnesota and taking a job there and continuing her master's program. But she was going to go there. Do you know you could get your master's program through the Peace Corp?
Yep.
Are you going to do that?
Yep.
That's lit.
It's like, no, I'm not.
No? Why?
No, because my goal is to go to law school. So this is my goal. Like, for Peace Corps, I know that it's going to make me a stronger person. I know that it's going to make me much more of a driven person, knowing I'm going to Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is one of the African countries that has not been colonized. And
mm-hmm.
I really like the history behind Ethiopia, and it's close to my neighboring country, Somalia. Yeah. So seeing how Ethiopia has never been colonized, stable government compared to my country, which is right next door, I could definitely learn some tips on how I can help my people.
Yeah, that's true.
And
do you think others. Once you're a lawyer, you want to go back and help out over there?
Of course.
Yeah.
My home, that's my unspoken home.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Oh my God, you're going to be in Ethiopia for the first time. What? The motherland? That's awesome.
Is that, and so, like, you guys, I've been to Europe this summer, but I didn't go back to the motherland. But I had a reason, you know.
A good reason.
Good reason to go.
Yeah, plus you got to see the world.
I got to see the world.
A hey, piece of it, yeah.
If you guys are going to visit Italy, you guys, make sure you know the language.
What? Was it hard? Like,
oh my God, it's so hard. Because, like, people know when you're a tourist.
Yeah, automatically. They see you and they're like, that's an American.
That's an American.
Yeah.
And me being African American, I just stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And just know the people, know the culture of the people when you go there.
Mm-hmm.
Be polite. Be willing to try new things when you travel. just make sure that you're open and not closed-minded.
Mm-hmm. And eat the food. I learned the other day, apparently, when you go somewhere, even if it's somebody's house, you have to bring a gift. Like, it doesn't matter where. And I learned this from my mom, because anywhere she goes, if she meets somebody and they invite her to her house, she has to bring them something, even if it's just like sugar. Oh. And I was like, wow. And then I asked her about it, and she's like, yeah, you don't show up to somebody's house with empty hands. Oh. Yeah, because they're giving you like their tea or whatever in their house. They're welcoming you into their home, and if you don't bring them anything, it's like insulting or something. I don't know.
That's a good tip to know.
Yeah, it's a good thing to know. Yeah.
But it's like you gotta have money to do that.
You do. But sugar is like $2. Sugar is $2 and people use it. That's the good thing, yeah.
Using sugar to make our tea today.
Yeah, because she shows up to my house and she always has something too. And I'm like, I'm your daughter. She's like, it's just a cultural thing.
Oh, that's super sweet.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to send a postcard. So one of my good friends just taught me how to make postcards, and they would always send me postcards. So I'm just embarrassed because they sent me holiday postcards.
You didn't send one?
I didn't send one yet. I have it.
You can do it.
I even have cute little ornaments that I got with the postcards to send to the family.
Yeah.
But
haven't done it.
You
still got time.
Let's just say, okay, what do you guys do? Let's say when you and that person, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. It's somebody that I was talking to. I liked him a lot, and our conversation is just falling out, and it's long distance.
Yeah.
So should I write this postcard, knowing that he sent me holiday postcards?
Yes.
So write the postcard.
Yes, because if you value the friendship at the end of the day, then it's just something that you do anyway. Like, you wouldn't hesitate to send it to one of your other friends.
True.
Yeah.
So I should send it.
And then you never have to look back and be like, oh man, like, I regret that I didn't value it enough to do the same thing that they would have done for me.
Sitting in the corner.
Send it. Yeah.
But travel, you guys. Traveling allows you to experience a lot of things and send postcards from different places.
What do you think the most important thing you learned from your travels to Europe is?
Oh, it's just the most important thing I learned for sure is everywhere is different, and people know a smile. A smile is known everywhere, and a smile brings just joy, even if you don't know that person, a stranger. They
it's
smile
like
back, hello,
Yeah.
And it breaks a barrier. Like that's what I really enjoyed.
That's good. Yeah, my sister used to say that in our culture, you know how you walk in and you say hi to all the older people in the room? Like, you have to say hi to everybody in there. She says that's because it's like acknowledging that person exists. That I see you, you know? Like, that just makes people, I don't know, it puts you on a different level when you're kind to everybody. And you're just like, I see you, you exist, you're validated, you know?
That's so true. Yeah. And it's weird, like, that's what our culture brings too. Like, but like, when I'm around people my age, I don't do it. Because
it's awkward. It's so awkward. I could walk. Okay, at WSU, I used to go into the 4th floor. And when I started college, I knew everybody. Like, I knew all the black people. So when I walked in there, I could say hi to everybody comfortably. But by the end of my schooling, I didn't know everybody anymore. And it was just weird. It felt uncomfortable to greet everybody because you don't have that foundation with them. So, I don't know. It's very awkward with people our age.
But then, like, let's say, like, my mom's store, which I go to, I get yelled at if I don't greet somebody.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Hella disrespectful. Yeah, they weren't raised like that. They were raised to acknowledge everybody. Like, yeah. But your mom is so awesome. That was serendipitous meeting her. It's crazy.
She said, oh, I met some awesome girls.
Yeah.
And they're from Pullman. I'm like, well, okay. Their mom owns a dog home. Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then the next morning
we
wake up.
She brought 2 daughters with her. They're okay. kind of sound familiar, Hoya.
Yeah.
Are they from Kenya, Hoya? Did they happen to say anything like that? Yes. I know these girls.
No, I think we're the only Kenyans in Pullman.
These are my sisters.
Yeah.
These are the girls that I've known forever, Hoya.
It was so strange.
And I never told you guys about my mom's story.
No. And it's weird because that day we were trying to leave super early from Seattle. And we went to see this lady who lives close to that Somali restaurant. And she's like, yeah, go by. There's a mall next door that you can go in. And they have lots of clothes and blankets and stuff. And we're like, okay, we'll go check it out. We walked in there. We spent maybe an hour and a half in that place. Just like buying blankets. And then when we were walking out, she's like, no, you have to come into my store too. So we turned around and went in there. And by the end of it, she was like giving us the facial cleaning stuff. She was amazing. It was just nice. And then we got the Snapchat in the morning. We're like, oh, this is my mom. It was awesome.
It made me laugh. Oh my god, I'm wiping my makeup off. No, you guys, I just did a full face beat. I'm super sad. Just wiped it off. It turned out amazing, by the way, you guys.
You should go check her out on YouTube. She's awesome.
Once again, Hillary Clinton style. Go check out my YouTube. You know how in the debates she kept saying, go check out Hillary Clinton?
I'm so sad that she lost.
God.
It's going to be an interesting 4 years.
I'm kind of even scared to say anything about him being Muslim and
just
African.
In case. Yeah.
Just in case. Just like...
Get your butt kicked out of them. Yeah.
You're on the blacklist. You know
can't fly anywhere.
No flies.
You thought you were going to the Peace Corp. No, you're not.
You said something. I mean, I shouldn't be afraid to say anything. I do not like our president because of the things that he said. But I did love Obama. I still love Obama.
Super sad. I saw Michelle's speech today, her goodbye speech.
Shout out to Michelle.
I know. She looked like if that was me, I would have been balling up there, just like I know the country's going to horribleness. Anyway.
Yo, you guys. But what do you guys honestly think about how he's appointing people that really
go against everything that America is supposed to stand for?
Also, you guys, he's appointing billionaires. Many middle-class workers, low-class workers think that he's going to bring jobs back.
I don't think he is.
I don't think they can relate to you guys. Sorry. Just saying, he appointed Ben Carson for housing development.
Yeah.
Urban development. Like, he's going to be taking care of our Section 8.
No, Section 8 is going to be cut. They're going to be like, oh, we don't have a budget for this anymore. Snip. It's gone.
Section 9.
Yeah.
Can't live in this section. It's about to be gentrified.
Everywhere.
No, that's how I see it. I really do see a lot of budgets being cut. Period.
Where were we?
The election.
Oh, the election. Yeah, Ben Carson and Section 8 being cut.
We're two East African girls. Okay.
Yeah. Both of them.
Here.
Yeah. Wait, you were born here.
I was born here. But it still doesn't change the fact that you were freaking basically raised here for most of your life.
I mean, I was 8 when I moved here.
That doesn't count.
It does count. What are you talking about? I went to school in Kenya. I flew over here, and then the other part of my life started. And I go back every year.
You have no accent.
I could have an accent. It just turns off. Like when I speak to my mom on the phone, it automatically pops back on.
Your accent.
It does. It's the strangest thing. Like people ask me all the time, Lydia, how come you don't have an accent? I'm like, well, I do. I just have to decide to have the accent.
What would your accent sound like then?
What do you want me to say? And then I could use it.
Yeah, just say, hey, welcome to Lydia's podcast.
Hey, welcome to Lydia's podcast.
You sound British.
Yeah, because we learned British English. And I still spell things like with a U, like color as a U, and favorite. And I used to get, like, my grades were really bad because I used to spell everything wrong or British wrong.
Oh, so they would penalize you here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
even Tosh still does. And then people would be like, no. And then she thought, you know how there's aluminum?
Yeah.
She says aluminium. because that's how British English is. That's what you say. Aluminium. The aluminum.
Can you pass the aluminum? Why does that sound way longer?
The aluminium. Yeah.
Can you pass the aluminium?
Yeah.
Aluminium.
Even my dad, he still says that.
Aluminium. Hey, yo. For all those Somalis out there with the parents that can't say the P word.
It's everything with a B?
Yeah. Basically. Hey, have your parents say peach.
Beach? Oh, it's so cute. It's the cutest thing.
It's the best thing to make fun of our parents for things like that.
Yeah. The other day my mom, Nathan, my little brother, corrected her. She said something and he was like, that's not how you say it. And she's like, don't correct me, I taught you English. And he's like, dang. Ooh, man.
Wait, how old's your younger brother?
He just turned 14,
Oh my
I think.
So he was born here.
Yeah, he was the only one born here.
Okay.
Everyone else was born back home.
How's your sister doing? Wait, wait, can I ask that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, her little sister is so cool.
She just turned 21.
Oh.
I know, like 2 days ago.
Hey.
Yeah, so we're gonna take her to Vegas pretty soon.
You guys are going to Vegas?
Yes. What are you talking about?
Okay, travel plans, you guys.
You were in on this. We're going in March.
Whoa.
It was in the group chat.
March. Wait, which group chat was it?
March, spring break. But when you're leaving in June?
Yeah, I'm leaving in June.
So right before. Yeah, we should go.
March when?
We have to look up Suggle's schedule because she still has school.
Yeah, my finals is over on the 18th.
We could go after that, and her birthday's. And yeah.
Oh
Maybe.
my god, Vegas is popping.
Yeah.
And so, hey, you guys, go in groups so you can save some money, but it's also really fun if you've never been, because
Yes.
I've never been to Vegas.
And I learned this tip from my mom. She plays these, they're kind of like gambling games, but you don't bet with any money on your phone. Like, it's an app. And what you win is free nights in hotels in Vegas.
Time out.
Yeah.
What?
Or, like, discounts on the charge.
What is that?
I'm going to have to text her and ask her about it, but you get free nights in Vegas.
Your mom be going to Vegas?
No, but she plans it. She's gone twice, I think. Twice or 3 times.
To Vegas.
To Vegas.
What's she doing in Vegas?
Having fun. Her and my dad go. That's amazing. She's dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's what she does. She and you can also have timeshares. Apparently they have timeshares in Vegas.
It's a timeshare.
It's like a whole bunch of people who own a house over the year, and then you just pay like a monthly fee or something, and then you can use it whenever you want. Yeah, and you all co-own it, so you just text them or you email them, and they send you a schedule for who's staying in the house when, and then you plan your trip. And then you have like, I think 8 nights in that house that you could stay, and you could bring whoever you want.
How much they cost?
I have no idea. I'm gonna ask her.
I would never do it, I think.
I know. I would do it.
You do it?
Yeah, maybe one day
Mm-hmm.
when I get my money right.
That is money to just blow.
It is, but think about all the things you could do. Like you don't have to rent a hotel. You already have a place there. Can you imagine a beach house in Mexico that you could just say, I'm going for 8 days? You don't even have to pay for that. You've already paid for it.
That actually sounds good.
Yeah, it was cheap.
I wanted to go to Jamaica.
Yes, or the Bahamas.
That's what I want.
Yes, you should.
So you guys, I'm a broke college student right now. You know, I quit my job. The fun thing about quitting my job is all the free time.
Which job did you quit?
Oh, the Lyft. I'm still doing Lyft.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I just haven't done Lyft in a while. Now,
do you like it?
Lyft? Mm-hmm. I like it. It's really fun. I get to create my own schedule, but you know, I really have fears of driving on hills. Seattle has really steep hills.
Not that many. There's like 2 streets that are steep hills. That's it.
I wish I knew those streets because every time I end up
it's
on
like
them,
First Avenue and Second. First and Second are like steep, all the way down to the water. Up. Yeah.
So First and Second.
First and Second, downtown Seattle. Yeah.
Just don't go on First and Second.
Yeah, but you have to because if you get off of Seneca, it takes you to First. You have to.
That's how I'm a great Lyft driver. Anyway, obviously not. But I could drive safely, which a lot of people don't do.
See, I've been thinking about doing Uber.
You gonna do Uber?
I'm thinking about it, and I've done the whole like all the steps, the registration, insurance, blah blah blah, and then all that's left is the inspection.
What's stopping the inspection?
I just haven't gone.
Oh, it's really easy.
Yeah?
It's so easy.
I heard they ask you like 10 questions or something.
We should do the inspection on the same day.
For Uber?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it with you.
Alright.
Tune in! Next episode!
Oh my god, I should do a live.
Broke Girls Hustle.
Yeah.
Yo, that would be hella good.
I've really been thinking about it, because then that's just extra money, and I don't work weekends, so what am I doing? Nothing.
That's exactly what I'm saying to myself. Yeah. I don't know why I've taken such a long break from work, you guys, but Lyft was honestly really okay, good money. I'd work 4 hours, get like $80 to $100.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's like spending money. That's
your
side money.
It's honest, and it's really easy. And all you have to do is like just talk to people. Hey, welcome in.
Have you met weird people?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I met people who had long nights of drug binges.
Really?
Like, wallahi.
Is that scary being a girl though? And like having.
They were sobering down. So it's like this. Literally, what time was it? It was around 9 a.m. in the morning, and they've been partying since 9 a.m. These people, and I was driving them from the UW area to Bellevue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! When I say the woman was a stand-up comedian, she was a stand-up comedian.
Hilarious.
I love hearing about people talking about other people's problems when they got problems of their own, because they happen to go much harder in on those people.
Well, yeah, because I think there's like a rose-colored glass that comes over it, and you don't see the issues that you have. But dang.
Oh my god, she was just clowning, and like at the end of the day, what bothered me a lot is that they were talking about how they left their baby at home.
Ooh.
That's what.
Like with the babysitter, or?
That part I never would find out.
Dang.
Who knows? They might be in my car again, but.
Oh my god. Have you had a repeat customer, like somebody that you picked up before?
No.
This guy I met, he was driving me, and he was like, yeah, I've had a guy who, I just gave him my phone number because he was so awesome, and now he just calls me whenever, and I just pick him up. And I drop him where he needs to go, and I get paid for it.
I've been asked a lot of times to have my number taken down and stuff.
That's sketchy.
But it's from all types of people. It'd be women. If they think you're a legit, like, chauffeur or something, you know?
You could start a private business.
You low-key can start a private business with Lyft.
Pick up your own clientele. Have a few regulars. You just drop them to work in the morning. You pick them up after work.
You know what the problem is, though? What Lyft does is it's easy.
Yeah.
The money is taken out of a card.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
you
already.
don't have to worry about somebody not paying you at the end.
The driver can see, the passenger can see how far you are, or how many people they can choose from, who's closer. And
they let you do that.
Yeah, like if you go into the Lyft app, you can definitely see how many drivers there are in the area. So like right now, you see?
Yeah.
It's like 5, 4.
Oh, that's nice.
5 minutes away if I wanted a Lyft driver.
I saw that the other day that they started allowing people to tip the driver in the app.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't think Uber does that.
You know, the thing is with the tips too, the highest I've been tipped is $10.
Ooh, okay.
Right? Isn't
That's
that
nice.
awesome?
Yeah.
But then, like, you know which customer doesn't tip. And it'd be like, man, if only they knew.
Yeah. Is there like do they do the rating thing that
5-star? Yeah, I'm a 5-star driver.
Oh.
Yeah, I have had 54 drives, and all of them 5 stars. Such an awesome person. Such a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Such a nice girl. Great hair.
Oh.
Awesome person. Nice car. People are super nice.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why Lyft was created, so people could just like talk and like conversate and just like have a communicating type of experience, you know. And then there's this one lady who I had to drive for like 30 minutes who just did not talk to me.
It's weird. I feel that in the air. Like I always have to talk.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like I I was like, yo, is it her nature? I don't want to get 4 stars, ruin my, rating or anything. She ended up giving me 5 stars, but like, at the end of that ride, I literally, because we kept getting stopped by traffic, by construction.
Oh, and then you're just sitting there.
A ride that should have been, like, literally 15 minutes ended up to be 20.
Dang.
I mean, it's a 5-minute difference, but that was just like...
But it's a 5-minute difference of silence.
Yeah,
and it feels like forever. I always feel weird, like I have to talk to them. Yeah, because it's a person.
You know what's the crazy thing? She was a speech...
Oh, I don't know if you can say that.
Yeah, because she'll know I'm talking about her.
You think she really listens to that?
Yeah, one day when this comes out,
Probably.
you're going to get 1,000 followers.
One day. That'd be nice.
But I'll be like... She can't say... I won't be a Lyft driver then.
Yeah, you won't. She can't say anything.
This is coming out recently, so
yeah.
Who knows? This might be that episode.
I hope
the previous episodes might be that episode.
Yeah, Denisha's episode was really good. She was dope. I hope she's enjoying it. She moved to Washington, D.C., which is awesome. So,
what's she doing there?
She's working and doing studies in ethics and race and shame and vulnerability.
She study?
She does research on her own, which is awesome.
How do you do that?
You just go to the library, pick up a book, and you write. And you build up your knowledge, and you form opinions, and you write about them.
But then, what is your career?
I don't know what her career is. Like I don't know what she wants to do next, but she just does the research because she enjoys it.
How does she have money to live there?
She has a job.
Oh.
Like most people do, yeah.
Wait, what? So she's wait, is she a graduate student?
No, she graduated from WSU.
So she's but with an undergrad degree.
Yeah, I don't know if she wants to go to grad school. I think she said she might, but I mean, even I don't know if I'm gonna do grad school at this point. But then I look at like my dad, and he has so many PhDs. I'm like, I have to go. I have to get at least. I want to be a doctor, Shimpole.
That sounds cooler.
Yeah, I would do that. I'm already a pilot, engineer.
Wait, you got your pilot degree?
Yeah, I got my pilot's
license.
Yeah.
I mean,
like 5 years ago. Hella long time. Oh my god, 5 years ago.
I thought you were just getting it.
No, I'm getting my next rating, and then I'll have my instrument rating, and then I'll get my commercial.
So when Armageddon comes, I could have to be next to you. So
you have to be near an airport. That's it. I tell my mom that all the time. I'm like, just don't worry about it. I'll fly from Seattle. I'll get a plane. I'll fly.
Make sure
I'll pick you up. We'll go back home. And that's that.
Oh, why does that feel like Armageddon's not going to hit Africa, though?
Exactly. Because that's where everything started. So that's where everything will continue.
Right?
Yeah.
Perfect logic.
Perfect. Don't know.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got to fly us there. Yeah. So Maple Valley.
Can't. We'll go to the Renton Airport because I'm smaller.
Just get there.
Yeah, just get there and get like a 10-seater. If you're not there, then you're not going. So, yeah.
Okay, if there was a zombie apocalypse, which country wouldn't you go to? And which continent wouldn't you go to? And each continent has a zombie apocalypse going on.
I'd go to Antarctica because there's nothing there. There's like, 8,000 people or something?
How would you live there, though?
I would make it work. There's people, there's a couple thousand people that live there. And in the North Pole, too.
Oh, my.
Yeah, just go. Or Alaska. I'd go to Alaska. There's nothing there.
Alaska sounds reasonable. Alaska, I feel like there's food there.
Or Russia.
Why would you go to Russia? It's heavily populated.
Because they're hella badass. Like, Russians are just, they're badass.
They don't like Africans.
They're about to like me. Oh, man. Oh, wait, so let's talk about your poetry and your spoken word. How'd you get started on that?
Well, when I first started poetry, I was in the 10th grade. Mm-hmm. And the poem was called Eye for an Eye. And I performed it at a talent show. And I won that talent show, but they never gave me the gift card that they said they would give me.
Ooh, okay.
Icing on the cake. Mm-hmm. But that started my poetry career. That day, and I still hold a grudge.
About the gift card.
If only I could name the rec hall. That's in Kent. That's near the Safeway.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 Safeways in Kent, but it's
Not
near
this
the Safeway, near the Springwood apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's called the Springwood Rec Hall.
Maybe.
But when I was 15 years old, y'all never gave me the gift card
And
that
you
I was
won.
promised. That I won fair and square.
Yeah.
I still hold a grudge. But that day was lit because I became popular that day.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, your stuff is really good.
But as I became older,
Yeah.
started tweaking up my talents, and I've seen people. What motivates me is the way it changes. Like the style of spoken word changes every year,
Mm-hmm.
and people bring new twists to it. And there's so many subjects,
Yeah.
so many topics, and everybody is different.
That is so true. Do you listen to button poetry?
Who's that?
Ooh, what? Okay, so on Tumblr, which I'm obsessed with, there is this profile which posts poetry from every open mic night or poetry slam competitions.
Oh,
Yes, and there's like hundreds of poets and spoken word artists that just go on stage and they post their videos. And there's some good stuff.
I have to post myself on there.
Yes, please do. And can you enter one of those like slam competitions, please?
Well, you know what? I have to be honest. I feel like I'm not prepared yet.
But you're so good.
I'm not.
You are.
You know, Michael Jackson never thought he was good enough.
Yeah, I mean, people are just, they have higher standards for themselves than other people do. Yeah.
I have higher standards for myself.
You
I feel
do.
like if I was to join these poetry competitions, I'd have to be so organized and strictly like about the poetry. You know, I can't have any distractions around me.
You can make it happen though.
I can.
Yeah. And I think Seattle has a slam competition every once in a while.
Yeah, you know, when I come back.
In 2 years.
In 2 years.
Why don't you start that in Ethiopia? Go start your own poetry slam competition. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are amazing.
I think that would be so dope though,
Yeah.
starting little poetry clubs.
You're teaching English. Why don't
I'm
you make
teaching
that part of
English.
your curriculum?
Ah,
Yes. That is awesome.
that's the goal.
Oh, that'd be so good.
So this podcast gave me the motivation to make sure that I pass this Somali writing exam.
Yes,
It's coming
get it
up on
done.
the 27th, you guys.
Mhm.
I feel like if I speak about it and let it known to existence, and let other people know that I have this expectation to accomplish,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm gonna do it because it's like having other people see me fail for some reason makes it worse.
Yeah, no,
You know?
definitely, yeah. Because then they look at you and you're like,
Dang, I talked about it.
I could have done better.
I could have done better.
Yeah.
So, you guys, you're gonna motivate me to work harder. I've set no schedule. That's okay.
How are you gonna practice for that, or like study?
I don't know, you guys. I don't know.
Can you just sit with your mom, like
Um,
make her
no, my mom's a busy woman. She
go to
never
her
comes.
place, her shop, and you sit there with her. That's what I do. I bother my mom all day. Like when I go back home to visit, I just work with her. Like this last time, I spent 2 weeks in Pullman, and we just ran around with her all day. We went to all her different jobs, and we helped her do work. And yeah, I feel like I learned a lot more.
My mom's either taking care of the daycare kids or going to the store.
Yeah.
That's the way it's broken up. So, like, for me, it's literally like I have to put in the work.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is about like our languages is that there's no written books on teaching you how like the language. I think for us there's only one, and I have it right there. That's the only one in
How
the
much
world.
that cost you?
I think it's $100.
Yeah,
now.
you see how expensive
They're
it is
super
too.
expensive.
Though the Somali one is like $87
Yeah.
on Amazon. I was like, yo,
It's sad.
$87.
Yeah.
When a little Webster dictionary is 97 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So many.
But that's because of us. Like if we knew the language and we could write the books ourselves, then they wouldn't cost so much. It would be easier for other people to learn. Yeah. And the funny thing is, there's this one video that went viral like last year of this white guy at a baseball game, and he was speaking such amazing Swahili. I felt ashamed of myself. Like I was just watching the video, and I was like, he knows my language so much better than I do.
Why?
And I was like, because I just don't practice. I don't talk it often enough. Like I don't have anyone here to speak it with, so I don't practice, which means it gets worse.
But this guy, he's
amazing
in the same circumstances as you.
Yeah, probably.
Technically.
Yeah, that's why I felt bad. I was like, wow, I'm doing a disservice to my own culture and my own language. I should learn.
So when I had to take the speaking part of the exam, I was so afraid that I would fail because a majority of the time I had to pause and ask her again, hey, can you repeat that?
Yeah.
Hey, can you repeat that? I'm going to fail. Luckily, I passed. I got level 2 is what you need to pass.
That's what you got?
There's 4 levels.
Oh my! Well, at least you're halfway there. Right?
I'm a native speaker. I tell myself, or what I write in the job applications, that I'm a native speaker, and then I got a 2.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
It's okay then. At least you know where to start now. You know what you can learn.
But I was for sure I'd get a 2 on the writing part. I got a 0.
But it's so much harder to write it.
But how do you get a 0 though in your language? Like,
yeah,
that's even does worse.
Dang. Yeah, I'd probably get a 0 too right now, like trying to write Swahili.
I was pretty angry about that. That's just a challenge.
The other thing is you meet other people who speak 4 or 5 languages. Like my dad, he speaks 5, and he could just switch between them.
What does he speak?
He speaks Maasai, English, Swahili, Kikuyu, and one other one that I have no idea. But he speaks them like so fluently.
How many languages is in Kenya? Or
maybe 9 or 10.
Wow.
I think. That might be lowballing it. I'll have to check that
Is there
out.
a Peace Corp in Kenya?
Yeah, I think there's a Peace Corp everywhere.
Oh.
Right?
Not everywhere.
Pretty much, right?
Well, the safe places. Not in my country.
Oh, really?
No, there's no Peace Corp.
There might not be one there because I think they told us we can't even travel to Kenya. Like if you travel there and you get in trouble, then they won't help you.
What do you mean?
I remember like 4 years ago when, was it 4? Yeah, 4 years ago when they had the civil unrest because of the elections in Kenya. They said Americans can't travel there, and ever since then, there just hasn't been an open traveling thing where, I don't know.
Americans can't go to Kenya?
I mean, you can go, but they tell
like
you if you get in trouble there, we can't do anything for you.
The Americans tell you.
Yeah. I think that's how it still is, but I remember in 2012, that's how it was. Yeah.
So basically, let's say you get into a bar fight.
Not a bar fight, like if there's civil unrest again. Like if they start having tribes fighting against each other, then I don't think they can do anything for you.
So you're stuck there.
You're stuck there until everything quiets down and you can fly out, or you arrange your own method of transport to get out of the country. Yeah, I know.
That's how they treat your U.S. citizen.
I think in places where they tell you not to go at certain times.
That's like, you're at your own risk.
Yeah, but if you go to a country and then something happens and they didn't warn you about it, or they didn't put it at as a high risk country, then I think they help you.
You know, Ethiopia is a high risk country right now.
Yeah, because a lot of shit is going down there. But no, it's interesting. It's a lot of politics and stuff. But it's just good to know.
Graduation though, you guys throwing me a party, right?
Yeah, we can do that. I think your mom is probably throwing you a party.
She ain't throwing me shit.
How do you know?
She said, that's evil eye. That's what Africans say. Well, my mom, my single mother, all on her own.
My mom was like, yes, my babies are done.
Single
I made it.
like,
None of you are pregnant.
He tried to. What did this mean? None of you were pregnant. What?
Yeah, like you made it through high school, you made it through college. I accomplished my goal. You're done. I don't have to worry about you anymore.
Low key, I've been having baby cravings.
Me too. And I hate it because everywhere you turn, somebody's like, "Oh my god, look at this cute baby picture. Oh, we're having." Oh my god,
but
it's
I don't
just
have
the worst.
a man, you guys.
Neither do I. It's okay. It is okay. Let's get our money right.
You know, in China, if we hit 30, we're gonna be not like 28. I think it's in Africa, in Somalia too. Like Somalia too. Like
in your 20s, you're done. Like you're old now.
I'm like, oh. How old are you?
25. I'm turning
She's
26.
just started.
Yeah.
You can't go to China.
Okay. I've been to China though.
Say wallahi.
Wallahi. I went last November. Not this last November, the one before. So we went there and we toured a place and we met some really cool people. Do you know there's so many Africans in China?
Yeah.
They have a whole street of African food. Like you just walk out of the hotel and it's just black people everywhere.
No, not that part.
It was
Where is
weird.
that?
We went to Guangzhou or Guangzhou. I don't know how to say it.
My mom visited China in 2005. She went to Hong Kong, Shanghai.
Yeah, we went there too.
Oh. She went there by herself.
Wow. Okay. That is shocking.
She had one friend out there. Her name is Mesville, and they met up over there.
Yeah.
And she said there is women burqas. That's what it's called. Wearing burqas, smoking hookah.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Now that's something she told me that in China, so I can't be shocked to hear that.
Yeah, no, there's hella Africans.
Oh my,
that's crazy. Like, oh man, the food was good.
Different type of African food.
Yeah, they had West African food. Like they had restaurants. They had Ethiopian food. Like everything.
How the people look?
Like African.
I mean, were they mixed? Chinese?
No, they were African.
Straight up.
Yeah, most of them. We met this guy who had lived there for 14 years, and he had moved there because he does business in West Africa. So he goes there, he buys fabric and like, he buys shoes, purses, because you get it at a discount there. And then you put it in a container and you ship it back to West Africa, and then you go set up your shop and you have your inventory there. So that's what he does, and he's lived there for 14 years.
But what is how's the citizenship process?
I have no idea. I don't think he was a citizen. But when you get a visa to go to China, it's a 10-year visa. So you could go back in and out for as long as you want. And you're not working because you're just shipping your stuff to a different country and then working in that country.
Wow.
So I think it's because of how China basically makes everything in the world.
Does he have a family business?
He has a family, but his family was back in West Africa.
So it's him just sending.
It's just him.
And making.
He just flies there for like 3 months, buys everything, sends it back, flies home, sells it, and then flies back. And he just does that year round.
You know what pisses me off? How we're not like these stories are unheard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I did not think that would be the case when I went there. Like, I didn't think there would be anybody other than Chinese people.
I wish I could document that and take pictures of that and see that with my own eyes. It sounds unbelievable, by the way.
But it was really cool. But a lot of Africans do that because you get your inventory super cheap. And you go home and you make a profit. Like, people buy hair by, like, containers. And I'm talking about, like, a container as big as my house. And they, fill it up and then they ship it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good money.
It is. It's crazy.
She does it that way too. My mom does it. You went into the Bacaro
store. Her store
That's
is
how it
nice.
goes down in Africa, man.
Yeah.
These women with their little shops, all those things
Super
that you
smart.
see,
from
China.
We bought hella stuff. Like, we bought blankets, the really nice, like...
I have one of those blankets.
Yeah, I just put it on my bed the other day. It's really
nice. The best.
Yeah, so it was a good shop.
And low-key, they need to make those blankets into different styles.
Yes, like different patterns.
Like
because all they have
this.
is the flowers and it's the same. And the colors are usually the same. same. Or like they put really weird colors together, like teal and bright pink. And you're wondering why? Like whose house has these colors? It's so strange, but they're really nice and soft.
If I could do like a little business, I'd make those blankets.
Mm-hmm.
And just do like.
And the scarves.
You know how much college students would buy those?
Oh yeah, my little brother loves them. Yeah, he has like 3, I think. Yeah. But that's good. That's a good trip.
You're so lucky. I want to go to China now.
Go. The one part that was expensive is the visa's like $1,000, I think.
That's so weird that you need a visa.
But it's 10 years. You could go back whenever you want to, and stay for as long as you want to. That's the other thing.
But that's the nice thing. You could stay there as long as you want. You know, one of my cousins who was an illegal Canadian that was living in the U.S., he's back in Canada. And I think it's so amazing because his doors just opened up for him.
Once he was there?
Once he was there.
Yeah.
He got his Social Security there when he couldn't hear.
Yeah.
He automatically got a job when he couldn't hear. Like
he had great Medicare.
Oh.
That's the good thing.
Yo, they were going to give him welfare.
Really?
A rack a month.
Wow.
A rack a month. Just so that he could get on his feet.
Yeah. That's really nice.
I just got a shot. Oh. And it's like...
Oh. What kind of shot?
It's the HP. I got 3 shots.
I heard that was a lie, by the way.
What?
Like the HPV shot?
What do you mean?
That it doesn't do anything.
No, don't say that.
That's what I heard. So I never got my 3rd one.
That's what's itching me.
Yeah,
like, it's been, when did I get it? Just a couple days ago, and it's
itching now.
There's like, if I don't put cream on it, I have really dry skin. This shirt is not doing it for me. Like, the material, it really...
Yeah, I heard that shot doesn't do anything.
But she gave me 3 different types. It's all this medical clearance I gotta do for Peace Corp. And it's I got in the same arm. And it's...
Get your tetanus shot?
Tetanus shot!
That one hurts. That one really hurts.
It still hurts. It's too dramatic.
Oh my gosh.
People were poking me and stuff. Hey, you would have drove a Uber, yeah?
I know.
That's hella expensive.
It is, especially on a Saturday night. But I kind of wanted to see people. That's the thing. Like, these days, I'm just by myself all the time.
You know what? That's what I was telling myself. Like, I need to see people. But I'm like, they're not really doing something that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
This is something that I'm interested in. That's actually really funny. So, like, the way it works with me, like, I could be the craziest loner or the biggest social butterfly, you know?
Yeah, I know, because you literally make friends everywhere.
Who?
You.
You too?
No. See, when I go into a public place, I sit quietly and then I watch people for, like, at least a good 30 minutes. That's the amount of time it takes me to realize, like, who the people are that are not, like, closed off, who's funny, who I could talk to. That's how it works. And then after that, I can open up and talk to people. But you walk in and then you're just like, have you heard about this? And then people start laughing. And yeah, that's how you work.
Okay, I get it. I talk a lot.
Yeah, like the other day when we went to the hookah lounge and you were talking politics, you were talking love. Like, you got into such a deep conversation with these people in 5 minutes.
To the little boys that didn't understand what
and then you were like, they were offering you pizza by the end of it.
You know what pissed me off, you guys? These boys didn't really give a fuck about the world. Like, they were just so... That's why, you know what? I was jealous.
Why?
I was jealous. Again, I was jealous about them because they were living life so carefree.
Yeah, it is a nice thing. But they're young. They were like 18.
I'm young.
No, you're old.
I'm not...
20 what, 22?
22.
22's old. After 21, like, it just goes downhill. The only thing you have to look forward to is being able to rent a car without them charging you that extra, like, $80. That's the only thing. 25.
Yo, I just was like, how can they be just so carefree? That election really had a toll on me.
It did. But we knew it would happen eventually. I mean, that's the thing. I think
Obama, though. Really?
But that's the thing. It's not... They didn't elect Obama because... It was okay. It's like when you're in a group of friends and you're the token black person. You know your position. Am I wrong?
Okay.
You know, like, why you're there.
Luckily, I've never been that token black.
I've been a token black person.
You had to live with.
I mean, in Pullman, there's not that many black people. I actually didn't. Yeah, I didn't realize the significance of being a black person until college. I didn't realize the things that come with being a black person until college.
So speak to me about it. What's it like to be the token black friend?
It's just it's a lot of questions. Like, can I touch your hair? And I've never had a problem with people asking if they could touch my hair, because I'd automatically say, if I could touch yours, you could touch mine. You know? Because at least that way it's fair. It's not like I'm in a petting zoo, somebody's just petting me. I'm like, okay, if we're on the same level, I can touch your hair. Let me feel how silky it is, and you can touch my hair and feel the nappiness. That's okay.
But you know, my hair is different but your hair is really soft.
Yeah.
When people say okay, I have to be honest. I've had Caucasian moments where I had to ask my other friend,
yeah,
can I touch your hair?
But there's no problem there as long as you know that person is not disrespecting you in any way. They're not making you feel like an object. Like, there is no problem as long as they're not being disrespectful.
I feel it.
Like, can I touch your hair? And then they say, oh, it feels like that stuff you scrub a pan with. Then you're like, okay, I'm offended. That's when there's an issue.
You know what I hate, though? What bothers me the most is that I've never attempted to even, like, try. I met a guy, right?
Yeah.
And he had thick, curly, dark hair, really thick curly hair, like 4C hair, you know? Mm-hmm. I said, can I touch your hair? And I just run my fingers through your hair.
Yeah.
It's the first time I'm ever asking anybody, any of my friends with thicker hair, I've never asked to touch it.
Yeah.
Then this guy comes along, this hairstyle, and I'm like, can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
He lets me touch it. My hair literally slipped through.
Hmm.
When you say nappy, I'm saying nah.
Okay, just wait. Next time I unbraid my hair.
Please.
Next time I unbraid my hair, you can come and.
I don't think it's true, because when I touched his hair, I said, "Yo, this is what happens when these racial stereotypes get out of hand." Actually,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's good hair. Like, it's hair.
It's hair.
You have hair. That's a good thing. But
it's like, it's coarse. No.
Yeah. No, mine is like.
I gotta touch it.
Yeah. No, I will let you touch it.
I have.
And the thing is, I have different textures of hair. Like, in the back of my head, there's really soft, just like, it curls a little bit. And then at the front of my hair, it's like, it's nice and super thick, and you can barely get a comb through it. So
that's how my hair is.
Yeah.
My hair is really soft in the back.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why that happens. It's weird.
Really curly in front.
It's super weird.
Is it because the front of the head gets more air or something?
Maybe it's just drier.
Or we sleep on the back of our heads. Mm-hmm. No, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that would just take the moisture out of it. Yeah, and the thing
we talked about so much shit.
Yeah, I know. That's how it usually goes. By the end of it, you just combine so many things. What else is left?
Goals of 2017.
Ooh.
You gotta make the goals of 2017.
Goals of 2017. What are yours? What's one big goal that you have?
One big goal I have is
before leaving for the Peace Corp.
Stop procrastinating.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, that's the one I have every year. You know
But
what? Let me make a more realistic goal. I want to change my lifestyle. Like, I don't like the way that I honestly want to start eating more vegetarian.
Oh.
I don't want to eat meat anymore.
Seriously.
I want to stop drinking coffee. Coffee is bad for you.
I mean, so is tea. Tea still has caffeine.
I won't drink tea. That's the thing.
You're cutting it all out?
Water. Like,
okay.
That's what water.
All right.
People, I see a lot of people do it. Why am I so addicted to caffeine? I don't know.
Is it just caffeine, like coffee caffeine?
Tea, coffee,
sodas. That one is because of sugar.
I got hooked on soda.
It's because of the sugar. Sugar is basically like a drug. They were monitoring There's a study where they were looking at the human brain on cocaine and on sugar, and it has the same synapses firing as when you're on cocaine. So it's basically like a drug, and that's why they're saying your body is not benefiting from an increased amount of sugar in your lifestyle. And they're saying cut out the sodas, cut out the added sugars, just have fruits, and yeah.
Do we have the same case?
Clear?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Except my camera's covered.
Why?
Because the government's watching it.
Hey, for real? Why don't you have the front then covered? Does that make sense?
It came off.
You had it?
Yeah. All my cameras are covered, even the one on the laptop.
Doesn't that bother you after? Did you watch that movie?
Snowden?
Yeah.
Yes. That is why. That is exactly why. And then what else happened? There was a conference with the FBI or something, and the director of the FBI was talking about how he covers his own camera on his laptop, and I was like, if he does it, why the fuck am I not doing it? Because obviously he knows more things than I do. So I went and I covered it. And now Tasha's is covered, and then it's covered, yeah. You just do it with a little piece of tape and a paper.
I don't use my back camera anyway, but isn't it a nerve?
It doesn't matter. They can hack into your phone and use your camera when you're not using it. That's the thing. In your microphone.
How do you cover that?
You don't. That's the one I just don't say shit. Suspicious.
That bothers me a lot. You know, if I wasn't in financing this phone, I'd toss it. I'd really toss it. I have no use for this phone.
You're gonna need it. Or is it unlocked?
Nope. I have to pay it off and then it's unlocked.
So what are you gonna use in Ethiopia?
Honestly, I would have not used anything. I don't wanna be like an outsider, you know? If I'm going into a village with there's no like technology or even running water, I'm like, why even
bother with the phone?
Yeah, why? Because
I mean, but the other thing is that's what. Hold on. Like in Kenya, I know that they use phones like to pay for everything. Like they have M-Pesa, and it's all your money is on your phone. So instead of debit cards and credit cards, you just use your phone, you text the number of the vendor and the amount that your bill is, and that's done. So they might have that in Ethiopia too, I don't know.
It's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. So you might need it.
Wonder where, still they haven't told me exactly where they'll place me at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited.
It's gonna be fun. You should start a blog.
I know, that's the goal.
I would follow that.
I want to start a vlog so bad. I want to start the vlog when I was going to do like my travel diaries in Italy and Germany.
Yeah.
But like I only have Snapchat footage, yo. So
that is the problem.
That's the worst part. And it's really hard to edit Snapchat videos.
Why don't you get a GoPro and then just not edit?
What's a GoPro?
Ooh, what?
I know, right?
What? I'm gonna have to show you this. Hold on.
GoPro. It's a miniature camera.
Mm-hmm.
Hella expensive. $300?
That's for the newer model. But it comes with a little, like, a vest. You can wear, like, a strap and then just put it right here. And go through your day, or you can wear the one right here. And it just
you want me in my Ethiopian village?
I mean, you don't have to do it when you're, like, teaching people.
I would love that, though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you guys.
I have a friend who, that's what he did. He traveled, he backpacked from, like, the U.S. to, I think, all the way through the U.S. to Puerto Rico. And he just documented the whole thing with a GoPro. And he hitchhiked, which was a cool thing.
U.S. to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Where in U.S.?
Huh?
Where?
He was from Pullman. And now he lives in Oregon, I think.
Pullman to Puerto Rico. Yeah.
No.
His whole travels. No, he didn't go to Pullman to Puerto Rico backpacking.
That's what he still does. Like, he just hitchhikes everywhere. Go with a group of friends and go travel. And go. But he's a guy, so.
Oh my god.
And that's the kind of life I want to live. Just say yes to more things.
It's so much easier if you're a guy.
Yeah, it is.
Sexual assault is real, y'all.
It is. I was reading something earlier today, and it said every 98 seconds, someone is sexually assaulted, and I was like, wow, that is crazy. Every 98 seconds.
I submitted it 38 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Some good math right there, huh?
Yo, you should have heard my math the other day.
Oh, what happened?
Somebody asked me what's 12 times 1.
And you said
28.
I'm worried about you. I'm really worried about you. My goodness.
Yo, why did I say 28 though?
Isn't it? It's supposed to be 48, right?
That's why I failed statistics once.
Oh my god. Man, that was brutal. I think the thing about colleges.
Wait, how's the engineer asking me it's 48, right? Question mark.
I'm supposed to be studying for an exam, actually.
Oh, wait, which exam?
The engineering exam. It's called the FE, Fundamentals of Engineering.
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's to become an engineer in training. And then I have to work for the next 5 years in my profession, and then I could take another test and become a professional engineer.
You know what's my goal after the Peace Corp? To become an immigration resource officer for a year, and then get accepted into law school, hopefully.
Man.
Because it's easier if you were like an officer.
Yeah.
To get into law school that way.
That makes sense.
That's how my brother's my niece's mother. Yeah. What?
Like you have nieces, and then their mother.
Their mother.
Yes.
My nieces, their mom.
Yes.
Basically, she has a friend who did what I just described.
Mm-hmm.
She's in D.C., Georgia, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Some law school, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's super lucky.
What?
And because her friend, she did the immigration thing, and she was traveling.
Mm-hmm. And then
she traveled all over China, Kenya.
Just to like learn.
She's a immigration. She picks people that can come over to the U.S.
Oh, and I heard that process is such a long one. That's the thing.
So I'll be living in different places.
That's awesome.
Months at a time and just like.
Yeah, that's really good because if it was weeks at a time, then it gets kind of hard because you're always living out of a suitcase.
Ooh. I see it happening, but there's so many obstacles in my way right now.
You just have to think about it. Think of it as a day at a time, basically.
You know, I finally made like a schedule. You guys, it's really important to make a really concise schedule. Take an hour and a half out of your day and make sure that you plan. Mm-hmm. So, like, I basically, for the first time ever in my college life, took all of the syllabuses of my classes and wrote down all the important dates, homework dates, everything. Typed it into the calendar of my computer. And each one has a reminder that's like 3 days before, 1 day before.
Yeah. That's nice.
Super organized.
Did that help?
Well, we'll see.
Oh, you just started?
I just
Oh, okay. I thought you did this for last quarter.
Last quarter, I didn't do that. I think if I did that, I would have been much more successful. Because now, the reason why I did it is I'm taking statistics for the third time. So for those that are freshmen or sophomores in college, do not drop out of school because you're failing a class.
Just keep trying.
Keep trying.
Don't change your major. If you like what you're doing, don't change it just because you keep failing. Like, I failed, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 classes, more than once. And I just kept coming back. The teachers just knew my name. They're like, oh, Lydia, you're back. All right, good. And I was like, I'm not quitting because I want to be an engineer. That's it.
See, I never had that type of perseverance because, honestly, your family supported you during college, right?
For the first little bit, and then I ended up just taking student loans and applying for scholarships and working. And I ended up paying for the 3 years of college.
So, like, let's say, so for me, I think one thing that really scared me when I would fail my classes, is that financial aid. You know how financial aid is greatly jeopardized. Like, let's say next quarter you end up getting below a 2.5 and a 2.0.
Yeah, they take it away.
They take it away.
Yeah, they give you like 2 warnings? Or do they just take it away for you guys?
They give you 2 warnings. One is the one like, yo,
you're fucking up.
You're fucking up. The second one is like, okay, we're gonna take it away
for a year. And then you have to reapply to get financial aid back. And in the meantime, but the second time, if you get below a 2.0 twice, they kick you out of school for a year.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what WSU does.
Wow. See, I've never had that. So I had a friend who used to be my friend. She's in the same year as me, but she like ended up seeing her boyfriend in the club, and he's like, oh, she's not going to school this quarter. And I think it's because of the fact that she probably had her second strike.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was struggling that bad.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of people. They just don't talk about it, which is the sad part.
I think that bothers me a lot, too, because I was her friend, and, like, I was telling her about my struggles, you know? And I think it's appropriate to, like, not be shy and not be so prideful. You feel me?
They say pride comes before the fall.
What's that mean?
That's what happens. Like, when you have so much pride, you kind of, like, it usually leads up to something where you're not being accountable for your actions, or you think you're better than everybody, and then you fall down, and all the people that you had in your life don't want to help you anymore, and now you're fucked. But yeah, they say don't be too prideful, to ask for help. And talk to people, because you learn a lot from other people. Like, for me, I would have quit like a long time ago, but I would just talk to other people, and they're like, just stick it out. I know there's a lot more you could do if you just put your mind to it. And that's the difference. And I think the older you get and you're still in school, you kind of learn yourself and how you learn and how you can do better in your classes and how to talk to your teachers so that they can actually help you.
Oh, it's so important to talk to your
Yeah,
teachers.
definitely.
It's so important. Like, my spring quarter of last year, my GWIS professor, she became my mentor, and she's the one that helped me write my essay for Peace Corp. And guess what? She also did my recommendation for Peace Corp. This lady whose class, for the first month of class, I barely showed up to, yo.
Ooh, why?
That's how bad I was. That's how bad I wasn't focused on school, but rather making money.
Yeah.
You know? And she was like, yo, she actually sent me an email saying, hey, what's wrong with you? I see that you're a very smart girl and you're not in class. What's going on? I explained to her my situation, and she said, well, I've had the same situation too. But that didn't stop me from working hard, from accomplishing what I need to do and what is important. And come to find out, my job wasn't making me happy. Yeah. Nor was it fitting into my life. I had to quit. And it made me a happier person, I can say that. Yeah. I don't have the wealth, but
you have the knowledge.
I have the knowledge. I have the time to put into myself.
You do.
I have all this time. That winter break, girl, I did nothing but YouTube videos. 2 weeks. You see how much stuff I put out?
A lot.
And I didn't care. Yeah. I didn't care. Like, you know what? I said to myself, you know what? You're going to get better with each video. Just
that
keep
is the truth. Yeah.
Different. Like, just keep doing it. Don't be afraid that you're posting things that maybe doesn't have the best sound quality or best looks or best editing.
Just stick with it. You learn as you go. And that's the thing, because my first episode of this podcast, I promise you, if you go listen to that one and then listen to the ones afterwards, or even this episode, you can tell the difference. You can tell that I relaxed a little bit more. I started doing my own research and listening to other people's podcasts and learning how to talk to people and how to research before my episode so that I could actually give a better episode. And I've definitely improved a lot. Yeah.
You have a fear of failure?
No. I like failure. I don't know. I like it because it means I could do better, if that makes any sense. And I fail a lot. I fail at a lot of things. So I've gotten comfortable with it at this point in my life. I think that also comes with age. Because you know, like, this is not the end of the world.
Yeah.
If I fail today, it's not, like, the world is not going to end. So
I have to thank my mom for that. She always tells me
definitely.
to take it easy.
Yeah. Just relax.
Relax.
My mom says you only die once. Like, it's like, wow. That's the truth.
You only die once.
Yeah, and if you're not dead, then
no.
obviously. I thought that was the funniest thing, but she's so true, like, honest. It's so true. So if you're not dead, you still have a chance to do better and get better.
Part of 2017 goals.
Oh yeah, 2017 is my money making year. I'm ready.
Cow living. So.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm gonna have a cow.
I think that's the most part. It's not even the money part about it. What you told me about. I think it's just like you're just gonna have such much more peace and fulfillment, and like you're not. There's a lot of distractions in America.
And
then being a young African woman in America.
Yeah.
And being a young, educated African woman in America. It's just like. And education, when I say education, you guys, it doesn't mean college degree.
Yeah. You can be life educated.
Life educated.
Yeah, which is so important because you can be book smart, but then super dumb. And all the other things, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so true. It's just the thing that I really enjoy about meeting up with Lydia is that every time that we meet up is that you have a different goal.
Yeah.
Like you have something different.
Reinvent yourself.
Yeah. And it's so motivating. It's so cool to know that there's somebody out there that's just like willing to even reach for it. There's so many people that don't reach for it.
Well, that is because I watched this episode. And there was this lady talking about how, like, this girl asked for advice. She was like, what would be your advice to a first-time owner of a business? And the lady said, don't do it. Because a lot of people have these dreams and they don't realize how much time and how much hard work it's going to take for you to achieve that dream, you know? And she's like, don't do it, because if you're just going to get up there and then decide not to jump and go for your dreams, then why are you wasting your time? It's easier to work for somebody for the rest of your life. You don't have to make decisions every day. And she was just like, but what if you don't want to work for somebody for the rest of your life? What if you want that freedom that comes with having your own, like, being your own boss? You don't have to think about, oh, this morning I don't want to go to work. If I call in sick, I'm going to lose money for my rent. I won't be able to pay my rent. But if you have your own business, then you can make those decisions. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start having side hustles and keeping my job, because having a full-time job is really nice to have. Yeah, and you have a steady income, but at the same time, you know that that's not the end-all be-all.
That's so true.
Yeah, so reinvent yourself.
Be aware of the failure.
Yeah, be ready for it, because it's coming. It doesn't disappear. I'm pretty sure even Donald Trump fails.
How many people said he wasn't going to be president?
Exactly.
How many people?
He just went for it.
And he went for it. That's, I do admire a president for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's shocking.
It's really shocking.
Yeah.
Like, this man, he has no political background. He was a freaking hostess for a celebrity reality show.
Yeah.
And he's a womanizer, and it's all these things that a president should not be, and he became president.
He is. Yeah.
So, yeah, Donald Trump, he pushed me to work hard.
Who would have ever thought that would be coming out of our mouths? Oh, man. Hilarious.
Yo, he really gonna be like, what? Just say that?
Oh, yeah, I should ask you, what is your self-care routine like?
My self-care routine would probably have to be with, right now, actually, that's another goal for 2017, is to create that self-care routine. to make sure that I don't go to substances to make sure that I'm happier. So, for example, that substance could be bad foods or,
not exercising.
That could be another lifetime.
Do you not work out?
I don't work out.
Really?
I really don't.
Oh.
I used to, but that used to work out used to be like not work out, it'd just be inconsistent.
Yeah, like once a week.
I feel like the way my lifestyle is set, my classes are like literally 10 minutes apart. I'm cool.
Oh.
That's my exercise.
Oh yeah, like running between classes. That was mine too, because WSU has hella hills. And you're running across campus just to get to your next class on time.
One of my friends, he just got done with a vegan, 30 days, vegetarian and vegan. So first 20 days he was vegetarian.
Wow.
The last 10 days he was vegan. And he says it's one of the best experiences he's ever had. Well, you know what he's good with? He's really good at, how do you say, like self-discipline.
Oh. See, that's what I don't have, yeah. I don't have it.
That should be part of the self-care routine.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Self-discipline will allow you to take care of yourself better. Your body is your only body. Your mind is your only mind. And that's when, if you're deteriorating your mind with certain things, and that's my goal. But I keep telling myself that I'll stop and I'll change the next day, and I will.
Yeah. But only for a little bit. Yeah, because I do like month-long challenges, and I only make it 2 weeks. And then I'm like, it's okay, Lydia, tomorrow you'll start over again. And then you just never start. Like Krav Maga, I took 2 weeks off to go to Pullman, and I got back on Monday, and I still haven't gone to my classes like usual.
What is
the self-defense? Yeah. So I need to get back on that on Monday. I've decided I'm going back. And I need to just continue and make the decision to actually
continue after what happened to you.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I'm so glad to be moving out.
So creepy.
This place is sketchy.
So creepy. You better learn those self-defense skills, because that's not...
Yeah, it's very creepy. But I guess it's a learning process, because in Pullman, I don't think I would have ever had an experience like that happen to me. So it's good that I'm here and I'm learning that thing can happen, and
weird.
It's very weird.
It's crazy, scary, and just... you started to make me paranoid.
I'm hella paranoid.
Oh!
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, self-defense is it's good to know that you can take care of yourself. That's the best thing that I've learned from Krav. So.
Self-care routine, you guys.
It's important.
Make sure you write a goal of the things you want to accomplish, and trust me, the only person that's stopping
you is yourself.
Yourself, yeah.
Man, the next thing I want to try is getting off of social media.
But how are you going to do that with the podcast?
That's the thing that I'm worried about. But I mean, in the sense that maybe taking a month off.
You can't do that.
I can.
No, you can't, because with the podcast that you're starting off with,
it's important to have
It's important. So let's say
maybe social media for myself, like as in Facebook, because I don't use Facebook for the podcast. Really.
Why not?
Well, like I post that it's live, but other than that, I use it for scrolling up my timeline and seeing what has changed in my high school people's lives. That's not important, I should be using it to make connections with other people and, growing my fan base, basically.
I have to be honest, I don't have a Facebook. I haven't had a Facebook since high school, and one of the reasons that made me not want to have a Facebook is that they could look into your things.
What do you mean?
Go into your stuff.
Well, yeah, you're putting it out there. It's already public.
That's what stopped me from using Facebook, and come to find out, Instagram and Facebook are linked.
Yeah, Facebook bought Instagram.
So,
yeah.
There goes my... I'm like, now I'm saying, okay, for Mila beauty purposes, I want to do a Facebook, I want to do a Twitter. I have to have those things, but I don't know how to be a social media person.
That's the hard part, yeah. It's weird. I don't know how people just... The other thing is, it's the privacy. I like my privacy, and I don't want people knowing everything about my life.
Yes.
And the hard part is, once you become a social media guru or whatever it's called, you put your entire life on there. Like I know this person who, his wedding, everything, like his entire life, he Snapchats 24/7, and I'm just like, wow, there's nothing left for you at all. Like, why do people need to know that about you?
It's a sociology thing. It's like you get some type of gratitude from it. You know, it's a feeling. It's actually like a psychological type of thing where you get some type of happiness high from it, yo.
Yeah, and I think that's also because we've stopped talking with people. We've stopped seeking out like that one-to-one thing. So we don't have a community anymore. We have social media to replace that. And that's the sad part. But, oh well. I don't know. That's why this podcast is so wonderful, because I get to actually sit down with people and have a conversation. Because I don't think me and you usually
When
have.
are you going to do a video podcast?
I'm working up to that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because like people like Joe Rogan, he makes me so excited because he just has, his podcast is super long. It's like 3 hours each one, and he has a video that goes with it. So he just records the whole conversation, and then he does the podcast for people who don't have the time to watch the video. And it's so awesome. And he does 4 episodes a week, which is crazy. I wish I could do that.
Who's
One day
Joe
I'm gonna
Rogan?
do that. Joe Rogan, he used to be like a UFC fighter.
The guy that you had on the call, like you showed some type of video call.
No, that was a different one. That was the Tactical Talk, which is an awesome podcast. Go listen to it. It usually just focuses on people who are part of the military and like special forces, and they tell you about like the ins and outs of the special force. It's super cool. Anyways, I like
so cool.
it. But Joe Rogan, he's a comedian. He used to be a UFC fighter, and now he does UFC commentator stuff. Like he talks about the fight as it's going on, which is awesome.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. It's called the Joe Rogan Experience.
It's
podcast, yeah.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my friend, he's a freaking... Let me see. Yeah, he'd be talking about this guy. My friend, he's actually really into UFC stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. If I could fight in the UFC, I totally would.
No, you wouldn't.
I so would.
They'd Ronda Rousey you so cute.
How do you know? I just need to train.
What?
I just have to train for like 2 years straight. Like not work.
Do you think
not see my family. Just fight all day, every day.
Do you not think it's like for me and this other friend that we actually see it as a bad thing?
The UFC?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't agree with what they do.
Just fighting?
Fighting like that brutally.
It's one fight like a year.
If you look at the martial arts,
yeah.
You guys seen Karate Kid?
Yes.
It's completely different.
I mean, yeah.
This is not
because you don't learn martial arts to go instigate fights, but UFC, it's like you're making money off it. But that's how they make their living. They're fighting. It's like boxing.
But why do people find the pleasure of watching people brutally beat each other up?
Because we're all violent in nature. They're just watching other people live out their like violent thoughts. Like, how many times have you gotten cut off in traffic and thought, like, if I could just catch that person and just beat the fuck out of them, I would. But you don't do it because
that's you.
That's
really? No, I just say fuck you.
Yeah, but
then keep it going.
Oh man,
they could beat my ass. You know, you guys have never been in a fight in my life.
Neither have I.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And you want to join the UFC?
No, I don't want to join it. But if I could, then I would. I just want to know how to protect myself. That's it.
That's not protecting yourself.
What do you like learning martial arts to protect yourself?
Yeah, martial arts and UFC.
But Krav Maga, okay. For the UFC, they usually have a base style of fighting. Like some people do jiu-jitsu, some people do Krav Maga. Like it's martial arts at the bottom of it, and then they just go and they use that skill to like mixed martial arts. That's what it is.
And you beat somebody till they can't breathe.
And you get paid millions of dollars to do it.
You know, it's only a few.
Only a few that do it, yeah.
Only a few.
Yeah.
Out of how many? Probably like 10 of them are millionaires.
So many people. Yeah.
There's a lot of millionaires?
No, there's a lot of people who aren't millionaires.
Who aren't millionaires.
They're just fighting because they like it.
And there's like, okay, there's one guy who's a big mouth Irish dude.
Connor
McGregor. Conor McGregor. How many times he's fought like so many low level people and he's lost?
Yeah.
Who's the recent guy? He has his Latino type of name.
Is it Nate Diaz?
Yeah, Nate Diaz, and he lost to Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Wasn't Nate Diaz a low, like, he doesn't
He's
make
not.
a lot of money?
He doesn't make a lot of money, but that's just because he's finally getting into the UFC. But he's fought, like, for many years.
But this guy, Conor McGregor, lost. But he's still getting paid more.
It's because
he talk shit.
Yes! And he builds up that, like,
He's the Trump of UFC.
Don't say that. Oh, my God.
I think McGregor is the
He's entertaining. That's what he is. Yeah.
He's super entertaining.
He's an entertainer. He gets paid so much money. It's crazy.
I could talk to that man. I'd say, hey, man.
Chill. Yeah.
But I can't say shit.
But really, he has a story, like him and his wife. Like, he's been through a lot. And then, yeah, I was just like, that's amazing. You do you. You succeeded.
Yeah.
Like, you made a decision and then you followed through with it. That's it. And if it makes you happy, you do it. Right?
No.
Why?
I can't imagine myself beating
another person.
Like, I fought my little brother. And it's not fun fighting my little brother. You know when you fight your siblings?
Yeah.
And you're just like, I want to beat the fuck out of you. I'm going to kill you, I swear to God. Like, there was at this one point, you know, he just got bigger than me.
Yeah, and you can't do anything.
It's not fun anymore. Yeah. Getting your ass whooped. And that's what I think about. It's like, these people literally go.
Yeah. But they have the motivation of the money behind it. That's it.
That's the only thing that motivates you to beat up another human being. Mm-hmm. Money. Mm-hmm. That's the world we're living in.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And they get paid so much. Like, it's like inequality in how the women in UFC are paid and the men. And like Ronda was like $3 million, I think, for her last fight. I think that's what she won. And the guys
even though
win.
She lost.
Yeah. And the guys get paid $25 or $20 million. And
can I be honest though?
Yeah.
It's people that the audience isn't there.
Yeah, for the women.
They're women.
Yeah.
And then
so
on
sad.
top of that, it's because women are not watching women
fight. Exactly. You're not supporting women fighting.
I'm not supporting that. No way, Lolly. I'm sorry. Like, I can support boxing because of the fact that it's not so brutal and you can't kill somebody.
Oh, you still can.
I mean, yes, you can.
Yeah, they still get that CTE.
I'll never be a pretty good.
All right, now you just gotta say bye and leave them with your words of wisdom.
What do I say?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Okay, so any last words of wisdom?
Last words of wisdom.
Yeah.
My last words of wisdom to anybody who's listening to this podcast or who will be listening to this podcast in the future, go for your dreams, go for your goals, and never let failure stop you because failure is inevitable.
Exactly. All right. Where can they follow you?
Follow me on Instagram, Jamela Speaks, and then follow me on my YouTube page, Mila Beauty. Mila spelled with like Mila. You know, Mila J. The singer.
Yes. All right, and that's it.
That's it.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yay!
Alright, that's all I have for you this week. And if you enjoyed this episode or any of the previous ones, please go leave me a review on the iTunes store so that others can find these conversations a bit easier. Or just slide in my Twitter and Instagram DMs at the handle El Champole. Also, pass by my website, elshampole.com, and check out the Warrior Heart and Lion Heart collection that my sisters and I have been working on. I know a lot of you have been asking when they'll be available, and they finally are. So you can let us know what you think on Instagram at the IG handle Champole35. We also have some pretty cool writing projects coming up in the next few months. So if you're a writer, poet, photographer, or just creative in general and want to know more about getting your work featured or collaborating, go check out kingdomsinthewild.com for more information. Other than that, tune in next week, same time, same place for another inspiring and informative episode. Till next time.